Hey everybody, Donnie RightSide here. Bookmakers review. College bowl season just about to get underway. And the game we're going to start with on Saturday afternoon, the Las Vegas Bowl, live from Las Vegas. That's at Allegiant Stadium where the Raiders play. That's going to match up Florida and Oregon State. On the rotation, that's 2:15, 2:16. This game will kick off at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. So out west there, hey, a little bit of an early kick. If we take a look at the lines, how about this? Opened up at 7.5, and we now sit at 10.5 at just about every outlet. The total, which opened up at 56.5, that now down to 52.5. Now let's take a look at these two football teams coming into this game here. Florida on the season, 6-6 overall. That is in the SEC. Oregon State coming in 9-3 out of the Pac-12. So the strength of schedule, obviously, we're going to be leaning towards the SEC with Florida. But having said that, in just a few years, guys, we're probably not going to have this case anymore as bowl season gets phased out more and more with the college football playoff, which is going to go to 12 teams and hopefully in the next few years, maybe even as high as 24 teams. So we don't have to worry about bowl games like Florida and Oregon State, not only capping on the field, but who actually wants to play in this football game. If we take a look at the teams as is, Florida on the season averaging close to 32 points a game, and the same thing with Oregon State, just over 32 points a game. The defenses here, Florida, around 29 points a game giving up, which certainly isn't very SEC-like here, 21 points a game for Oregon State. Now, granted, I just talked about the key topic in this game overall. Did you know Florida is going to be about 24 players due to opt-outs and transfers as they enter into the Las Vegas Bowl? So one would say to yourself, when you go to Florida, you want to play for national championships and New Year's Day bowl games, not December 17th bowl games in Las Vegas. Motivation is going to be a massive factor, and Florida apparently is not going to have that. Let's take a look at the wide receiver position. Could be down as many as their top 4 wide receivers due to injury, opt-out, or going to the NFL to try to apply their craft. If we take a look at the quarterback, Anthony Richardson opted out to go to the NFL. The backup quarterback, Jalen Kitna, he's sitting in jail at this point here. And the third string option, which looks like who's going to be the starter, is Jack Miller. Hasn't thrown a pass and was injured in preseason camp. Go figure on what you're going to get out of the Florida Gators. Hence, they're laying, or should I say, the Florida Gators are getting 10.5 from Oregon State. Now, if we look at these two teams coming in, how about Florida? Actually lost to Vanderbilt down the stretch and to the rival Florida State to end the season. If we take a look at Oregon State, how about this? Winners of 6 of 7 games to end the season to wind up with that 9-3 record. We're not even saying Oregon State is an absolute juggernaut because they're not. But one team is going to be excited to play in this game, which is Oregon State. The other team, Florida, can't wait until the season actually ends. Motivation is a massive factor. To the young kids that are going to play in Florida, try to win? Absolutely. But if we're dealing with an unknown quantity here at quarterback in Jack Miller, and also maybe 4 wide receivers of your top 4 might not play in this football game, yeah, I don't want anything to do with the Florida Gators in this game. So for me, it's Oregon State, and I'm actually going to sit on the under in this game. Let's kick off bowl season with a bang on Saturday. Even if the game isn't great, doesn't mean we can't cash in on some tickets. I'm Donnie RightSide for Bookmakers Review, and as always, good luck on those wagers.